Good morning, everyone. Happy energy reading. I'm Terry. So good to see you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am picking out some cards here for us. I typically pick out about 4 just to give us a little bit of an energy temperature check to see what the potentials and possibilities of the day might be like. And I do also enjoy giving an implementation tool that helps us navigate our human experience better, just to kind of help us deal, because life happens. And this is a general reading. So what that does mean is that not all of this information is going to resonate with everyone. So take what does, toss what doesn't. And if you would like something more personal, more private, please feel free to book something with me. And you can do that at terryhuberman.com. All the information is down below in the comment section. And until New Year's Eve 2019, I am running a special $20 off a 30-minute psychic reading. So that is a great opportunity if you've always wanted a reading from me to get before the end of the year. We can see how 2020 will go for you. Yes? Yes. All right. I've got my cards here. 4 of them. Let's do a reveal and let's see how we can get through today. Here we go. 6 of Spades. El Nopal. Music. And 5 of Air. So this is the energy we are dealing with. 5 of Air. Music, El Nopal, and 6 of Spades. Okay, let me put this together for us. Today feels like it's very different than it has been, which is kind of good. It also feels like it's a day of potential confusion. Okay, so with that in mind, I do want to say that what confusion can typically represent is confusion is typically the step right before a big breakthrough, right? And as we know, with every breakdown, there's a breakthrough. So it feels today like there are going to be some hidden emotions that are going around. So people are kind of hiding from each other. And you know what? It's not surprising this time of year. I keep defaulting to this time of year just because this time of year is really hard and challenging on many, many people who don't have healthy family lifestyles, A, or B, healthy communication in place with either, well, not just necessarily themselves, but with their friends or their family. And people will tend to keep information in and not share it. And what happens with that is energy around that accumulates and builds and just kind of makes things a wee bit dramatic. And so anxiety is really high. And so there's a lot of confusion as to, how to go about maybe expressing oneself to someone else or to other people. I will say that I feel like it's other people, groups of people. So this is not just about you working and dealing with yourself. This is about other people. Today is about finding your voice, finding your own, it keeps coming like, I keep staring at the music card, like your own tone, your own way of saying things. And it can be confusing to find out, well, what is the best way to do it so that no one else gets offended, right? So there's this fine line of making sure you take care of what you need. Your needs are met by expressing yourself to somebody. And then also making sure that you come across to somebody in a more of a diplomatic way versus an emotional way. And that's hard to do when there are emotions, because when we feel things, we're feeling the good and the bad of things. All emotion has polarity, it has duality. You can't have one emotion without the other side of the emotion. So it's really, really challenging for us to just kind of communicate what it is we need to communicate when we don't want to communicate it for whatever reason. Maybe it's like, oh, I only see them once a year and it's not worth it, which is really the ideal situation. It's like, just don't talk about it. Just like, but you get confused because there's this inner need that needs to be met and this desire that has been created. And then on the other hand, it's like, I don't want to upset anybody else. So really what happens during this time is this confusion of how do I get what I need? How do I say what it is that I want to say without offending somebody, without pissing someone off? Sometimes here's the scoop on the poop, guys. Sometimes you just have to do it because you have to burst that energetic bubble. It could be considered self-care if you think about it. If you have all this negative energy or this negative emotion or negative feelings around the need or desire to say something to yourself, to someone, but you're so concerned about hurting their feelings, that can cause a lot of inner turmoil within yourself. Situations can get prickly very, very, very fast. So it's super important if you're confused to just kind of go, well, what's really in the best interest for my own mental health? Maybe you can start putting into, consider your mental health as how you can deal with this situation. Because what happens is all this energy is being built and accumulated. You're not saying what you need to say, so it's just going to continuously go and go and go and go. So really, if you just look at this situation as confused as you are, and you just go, look, I need to consider what is best for my mental health so that I can be there for other people as well. Remember, this is the metaphor of the airplane when the cabin pressure changes, yes, and those little yellow cups come down, you have to put it on yourself first before you put it on anyone else. Well, if you're not taking care of yourself by either taking a stand, voicing your opinion, or simply just taking care of your mental health, you're not going to be able to be there for anyone else. And if you are, relied upon or dependent upon, you're not going to be any help to anyone. So all of this confusion just keeps running around, just accumulates more energy, just keeps all these things are just running into each other. It's time for you to make a decision. And it's time for you to take an action on something and just go, okay, look, my mental health is not in a good space right now. And my kids are going to, be at detriment if I don't fix this. My husband, my partner, my boyfriend, my coworkers, whatever. I got to take care of myself and I'm going to say something. And then boom, poof, energy disperses and the situation can now end, finish, be done with. Disperse, just like be done. So, sharing your inner music, right? Standing up for yourself, expressing your needs, even though, it's scary to do so. And it could be to more than one person, could be to a group of people, could be to your family, whatever it is. Yes, it can cause confusion. It can, but doing something about it is what's key. And doing something about it is voicing up, saying something, expressing your needs so that they can be met. And then you'll start to notice the confusion clears. So confusions happen right before breakthroughs, okay? It's usually this period of contraction right before expansion. All right, guys, so you can do this. It's really important that you share your needs, express your needs, say what's on your mind, break that energetic hold that it has on you. All right, guys, what am I always saying to you? Stay connected. This is a way for you to stay connected to your family and friends if you just be honest, truthful, and compassionate as much as you can. But say something. Say something. Stay connected to yourself. And, of course, stay connected to me. And you can do that by checking me out at terryhuberman.com. Right now, I'm running a special $20 off a 30-minute psychic reading if you use the code DECADE, DECADE19 at checkout. And you'll get yourself a $20 off discount from a 30-minute psychic reading. And if you just go to terryhuberman.com, click on the book a reading section, you'll go ahead. You'll be able to get that and have a reading with me personally, more private, more one-on-one. And I'll see ya on the flip side.